Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to automatically enroll student to Zenler on Successful Razorpay payment and then add the student to ActiveCampaign. So let us begin with a small example. So as you can see, this is a checkout page in Razorpay. This is something I have built, and a person called as 𝗪𝗆 is going to fill in this form and then he's going to pay the amount, that is 1300. So Mike is going to be enrolled after this payment in a course in Zenler, okay? And after that, he's going to be added as a contact in ActiveCampaign. So let us do the experiment. So Mike, the first name is Mike, the last name is Perry. This is the email, this is the phone number, and this is of course the amount. So let me just click on pay. Okay, so Mike wishes card, okay, and these are his card details. And let me just click on pay 100, skip saving card, and of course success. Okay, so a payment of 1300 is made by a person called as Mike. So now Mike is going to be added as a student in Zenler. Not only that, he is going to be added as a contact in ActiveCampaign. So let us explore. So let me just take you to Zenler. Okay, so let me just refresh Zenler. Yes, as you can see, 𝗪𝗆 has been added as a student. And let me just straight away take you to ActiveCampaign, and let me just refresh the contact list of ActiveCampaign. Do we have a contact called as Mike? Yes, we do have a contact called as Mike. Okay, so 𝗪𝗆, Mike481@gmail.com, and this is basically his phone number. So you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Razorpay to Zenler to ActiveCampaign? So here I have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates Razorpay and Zenler and ActiveCampaign. So the best part of this process is there is no need for any technical knowledge or programming skills. So let us begin. So in the new tab, just type pabbly.com, 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 press enter. So this is the website of pabbly.com. Just hover on products, and here you will find connect. Just click on connect. Okay, so this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. All you have to do is just click up sign up for free. So when you click up sign up for free, you have to build your account. It will just take 2 minutes. In my case, I have already built my account. So let me just click on sign in. Okay, so scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this, a dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as Razorpay to Zenler to ActiveCampaign. Of course, you can give any name according to your choice. It's totally up to you. And let me just click on create. So when you click on create, you will find two windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. So what's the deal with these two windows? So when you talk about automation in Pabbly Connect, it works on the concept of triggers and action. The trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question, if this happens, then what should be done? For example, if a payment is made in Razorpay, that is basically the trigger. Now the action associated is basically you have to create a student in Zenler, and also at the same time you have to create a contact in ActiveCampaign. So we will have two action windows and one trigger window. Now using these three windows, that is one trigger window as well as two action windows, we are going to create a workflow to integrate Razorpay to Zenler to ActiveCampaign. Now there is something I have to tell you. After I have built this workflow, I will make sure the link of this workflow is available in the description box so that you can clone it and directly access it into your account to begin your automation journey right now. Okay, so let me just select the choose app as Razorpay because we want to send the payment related information from Razorpay to Pabbly Connect. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as payment capture, this one. Okay, so payment capture is a trigger event. We do have a ton of trigger events like payment failed, payment authorized, payment dispute won, so on and so. All of them are a bunch of trigger events. Now in case if you want more trigger events, just approach the help section. So when you click on the help section, you will be directed to Pabbly forums, and in Pabbly forums, you can make a request that you want so and so trigger events. So let me just cancel this. So essentially the gist is we are just trying to integrate Razorpay to Pabbly Connect and capture the data when a payment is made in Razorpay. Okay, so let us begin the integration. So first of all, you have to go to the dashboard. So these are the instructions we have. Go to the dashboard and just go to the settings. So let me just go to the dashboard. Okay, so this is actually the checkout page. Let me just straight away go to the dashboard. Okay, so this is basically the dashboard, and what we have to do is just scroll down, and here you will find settings. At the left bottom, you will find settings. in the settings, you will have to look for webhooks. Just click on webhooks. Okay, so we have reached webhooks. Now just click on setup webhook. Okay, so let us click on setup webhook. So this is how you click on setup webhook. You just click on this button, add new webhook. Okay, so what's next? So next we have to paste a webhook URL. So in this particular field, we have to paste the webhook URL. So this is my webhook URL. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so we have added the webhook URL. Now with regards to the rest of the fields like the secret, it will remain empty. The alert email is basically the same email with which you have signed in. Now with regards to the active event, okay, so it is asking that you select the payment captured as active event. So the active event is payment captured. Okay, so we have selected it. Excellent. So let me just click on create webhook to set up a new webhook. So as you can see, a new webhook has been created. Excellent. So it means that we have successfully integrated Razorpay to Pabbly Connect. And this means anytime a new payment is made in Razorpay, Pabbly Connect will capture the data. So let us have a look. Yes, it is showing it is waiting for the data. So let us conduct an experiment. So what we are going to do here is we are going to create a dummy payment. Okay, so these are the payment pages. And I'm interested in this one, online courses. I'm just going to copy the URL link, checkout URL link, and open this in a new tab. Okay, so we are going to fill some details. So how about we go with a person called as Celine, okay, Celine, and the last name is 𝗪𝗆, okay, and we have her email as 𝗪𝗆123@gmail.com. The first name is Sally, the last name is 𝗪𝗆, the email is 𝗪𝗆123@gmail.com. We have the phone number and this is the amount that she's going to pay. So let me just click on pay. Okay, so she's going to go with the card. So these are the card details. And let me just click on pay, skip saving card, and success. So a payment has been made by a person called as 𝗪𝗆. And since Pabbly Connect is integrated with Razorpay, let's have a look whether Pabbly Connect has captured this detail or not. Yes, it is showing the details has been captured. So let us explore. Yes, we have the payment entity email, that is 𝗪𝗆123@gmail.com. So this is her phone number, this is her first name, this is her last name. So that is pretty sufficient to create a user or a student in Zenler, at the same time to create a contact in ActiveCampaign. Now we will start with Zenler. So in the action event, how about we select the choose app as Zenler. Okay, Zenler it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as get a user, or add new user, and simply just click on connect. Okay, so here we have two choices, add new connection, choose existing connection. Let's go with add new connection. Now in the new connection name, we have to fill in the API key as well as the school/account. So to get the API key, so as you can see, you can get it from site developer API keys. Okay, so let me just straight away take you to Zenler. So first of all, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on profile, and in the profile you will get the option that is settings. Click on settings. Okay, so settings it is. So what's next? So we are just going to scroll down, and here you will find the option that is developers. Okay, so under the developers you will find the API key. Click on API key. So this is the API key. Okay, so let me just copy this and I'm going to paste it here. So we are ready with the API key. Now in case of school/account, so to get the school/account, it's just basically this. Okay, in my case it's just this. Okay, Pabbly. So basically any characters after HTTPS and in front of .new Zenler is your school name. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm just going to paste it here. We have entered the API key, we have entered the school/account. Let me just click on save. So when you click on save, you will find a set of fields. The purpose of these fields is very simple. We are going to create a new student in Zenler from the data that we have received from Razorpay via Pabbly Connect. So we have the first name. So let's start mapping. So this is how you do the mapping. As you can see, we have the name that is Sally. So we want this data here. Okay, so that is why we click here and we just go to the first accordion, and the name is Sally, I think. Yes, and we have mapped it. Easy. Then we have the last name. So the last name is 𝗪𝗆. Okay, so the last name is 𝗪𝗆 and we have mapped it. Then we have the email. So the email is, let me just scroll down. Do we have the email? And we have mapped it. Okay, so this role is basically he's going to be added as a student, And I'm just going to create a unique password, and this is how I will do it. First of all, you introduce your student's name, okay, in case that is 𝗪𝗍𝗍, okay, and I'm just going to manually add 2 or 3 characters, that is 1 to 3, and one special character. So I think our password is ready, okay. So we will have the student's first name and then 1 to 3, and then we have the special characters. Okay, so in case if you want, we can also add the phone number. So phone number, let me see, okay, and we have mapped it. So we don't have any data regarding the address, city, state, zip code, country. So we are just going to ignore it. It is quite sufficient. With these details, we can actually create a student in Zenler. So let me do that. Let me just click on save and send test request. So the response is a positive one. So let me just straight away take you to Zenler, and let's have a look in student. Do we have a student called as 𝗪𝗍𝗯𝗋? Yes, we do have 𝗪𝗍𝗯𝗋, and this is the email, and this is his role, that is he's a student. So what's next? Now we have to create 𝗪𝗍𝗯𝗋 as a contact in ActiveCampaign, and this is how you do it. You introduce one more window, and this is another action window technically, and here we are going to select the choose app as ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign it is. Okay, so now in the action event, how about we make it as create a contact? Just click on connect. So we are going with the new connection, so just click here. Now we have to figure out the API key as well as the URL. So to get the API key as well as the URL, first of all, it is mentioning that we have to go to the settings tab. So let's go to the settings tab, we click here. So this is my ActiveCampaign account. So in the settings tabs, we have reached the settings tab. Okay, and then what? Then we have to select the developer tab. Okay, so again, we have to go to the developer tab. So this is the developer tab. Okay, so as you can see, we have the API access. We have the URL. So this is basically the URL, and this is the key. So let's deal with the key first. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it here. Then we have the URL. So this is the URL. I'm just going to copy this up to here, and I'm going to paste it here. So we have the API key, we have the URL. Let me just click on save. So when you click on save, you will find some fields. The purpose of these fields is very simple. We are going to create a contact in ActiveCampaign from the data that we have received from Razorpay via Pabbly Connect. So let's start with the first field. We have email. So we just click here. Okay. And let's go to the first accordion, and we simply want the email. So it was something like 𝗪𝗍𝗍𝗍. Okay. And we have mapped it. Then we have the first name. So the first name was 𝗪𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍. Where is 𝗪𝗍𝗍? Okay. Then we have the last name. That is 𝗪𝗍𝗯𝗋. 𝗪𝗍𝗯𝗋. Okay. The phone number. Okay. So this is how you map it. Easy. So we have mapped all details. At this point, just click on save and send test request to create a new contact in ActiveCampaign. Again, the response is a positive one. Excellent. So let me just straight away go to contacts of ActiveCampaign. Yes, we do have a contact called as 𝗪𝗍𝗯𝗋. So the presence of this data shows that we have a successful integration between Razorpay, ActiveCampaign, and Zenler. Now, before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize this action window. Okay, let me just minimize this action window, and let me just minimize the trigger window. So basically, this is the whole process in a nutshell. First, you integrated Razorpay to Pabbly Connect, and then you have integrated Zenler to Pabbly Connect to create a new user. After that, you have integrated ActiveCampaign to Pabbly Connect to create a contact. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Razorpay, Zenler, and ActiveCampaign. So not just these 3 software, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can also directly access Pabbly Connect and the workflow from the links which I have added in the description box. And for any queries, please contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Also, if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.